Hey there, and welcome back to another Curts Corner. I'm going to read today's question because it's kind of a long one. But today's question is, the Bible tells us to live in the world but not of the world. What does that mean for you? This one is a very, let me throw my phone. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, y'all. I lost the train. It left the station, but it never come back around. Okay, it's back. For me, a pastor or anybody in general needs to live in the world to get experiences, to be able to breathe. They got to be able to go to work and pay their bills and all that stuff. But whenever we start to fall into temptation and sin, but we do sin on a daily basis, so that's where this gets a little tricky. But whenever we're sinning and falling into temptations of the world, that's whenever we're not living like we need to. It tells us that we need to live in the world but not of the world. So we kind of hold space in the world, but we don't let the world consume us like I did with addiction. For me personally, it just means to live the best life you can, and then just repent when you can. And if you feel you are doing something wrong, then that's whenever you're living of the world and not in the world. Because whenever we allow the outside world to shape what we do instead of who we are, we need to understand that who we are is just as much important, but who we are has to come first. And yes, the world may shape who we are, but we don't have to allow it to shape us negatively. Prime example is like addiction, and I'd say anything can be an addiction: shopping, food, alcohol, drugs, whatever. Something I noticed for me personally, whenever I was around a lot of different types of people that I used to hang out with, I would cuss more than I do now. And that's one of those things where you live in the world and of the world kind of thing. But now that I don't cuss I don't think I've actually ever said a cuss word in the last year. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. I'd have to sit there and think about that. But that's just one of those things that the outside, being around that kind of language in the outside world, could shape who you are in the world instead of allowing the Lord to help shape who you want to be and who you need to be for the world. I pray just about every day that the Lord gives me the courage to not only help the viewers and help the people in my church, but that He allows me to be able to have my cup runneth over, to be able to administer to all these people. Because self-care is a big one, and sometimes we have our days, and especially if you're a person like me that lives with mental issues, then every day comes with a new set of challenges, and you just have to focus on helping one person at a time. Because I have learned that when I try to help a whole group at a time outside of a church service, it can get a little muddy, because I'm not able to take and understand what that one person needs and wants for their life to be successful. I'm not able to understand that if I have a bunch going on. Hope today made sense. We'll see. We'll see the comments on this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.